East meets the West, Malvern to Jane and Finch. Having lived in the West End of Toronto most of my life, one of the only things that had me spend a considerable amount of time in the East End was working with Urbanology magazine. They ran the magazine out of their neighborhood in Malvern, which some might consider a suburb and others might consider a hood. But coming from Jane and Finch on the complete opposite end of the city, it seemed more like a suburb to me. I remember passing through the area once in the mid-90s, long before the magazine existed. This was around the time a couple people I knew had been involved in a botched robbery attempt, where they ended up getting shot. This was the first time I ever heard of Malvern. The location of the shooting was about a 3-minute drive from the location that would become the initial magazine headquarters on Hupfield Trail, nearly 10 years later. I always felt good energy being in Malvern and was usually surrounded by a lot of creative types. Some were photographers, videographers, writers, and graphic designers. While they were all committed to building the magazine up, a few would also offer their talents towards building up Battle of the Beatmakers. I found it easier to build with these younger creative types in the East End than with people from around my way, due to the gritty nature of the West End and issues with the law, which wasn't as conducive to creativity. This working relationship would continue for over 10 years. For the record, BBM wouldn't have become what it was without the right-hand assistance of the Urbanology magazine crew, primarily Adrian and Priya, but also the extended staff and volunteers.